What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I am back with another video. It's been a minute. I'll be honest, with the patch coming in, I came in pretty excited and was really excited to try out all the new cards, but it ended up actually being a really toxic meta, in my opinion, with Ezreal, Kennen running around everywhere, with as well as Yordles just completely running the meta games as like the two top tier decks, and it felt like either you're running a direct counter to those or you're just getting farmed, and it made it a lot less fun to do deck building. So it took a little bit of a hiatus, but today we got a huge patch out of literally nowhere where those decks got hit up a little bit, with as well as GP decks getting a little bit of a hit, with GP getting one less health. And I just took this as an opportunity to kind of like almost start my season today. And to start that off, we're going to be playing some Draven Rumble. This definitely is a deck that takes a lot of inspiration from my Draven Victor deck from last season, and it just felt like with a few minor changes we could make Rumble slot in and work perfectly here. And Rumble's a very strong champion in a build like this. I would say he's actually generally not the strongest champion, but taking advantage of one of his key components and strongest attributes is the fact that after discarding 3 cards, you get Spell Shield on all of your Rumbles. So if you draw another Rumble, they'll also be dropped with Spell Shield. But as well as if you're either able to level him, he will get a new Spell Shield, which the Spell Shield is just very strong to go for like all-in type of attacks, right? So we run 3 copies of Might and 3 copies of Ambush, which, as you guys are familiar from the Victor deck, is a very strong closer. And with Spell Shield, to just make it that much more likely to get it guaranteed to hit, it's a huge way to close out games. We also run Mystic Shot, Get Excited, and Decimate as the classic burn package that works so strong in a deck like this. We also run, which is like the differences from the deck that I was describing with Victor, 2 copies of Jury Rig, which is just really good to discard. Obviously, very good discard outlet for Rumble. And we run 2 copies of Vision, which Vision is strong, obviously, with Rumble, with the other discard components that we have. But also, if you're able to get Poros on the board and then buffing them up to 2 attack and then just making them all like such deadly threats throughout the game, is a very strong way to close certain games. We almost have like a little bit of a hybrid of like discard aggro and the other deck in here. We also went up to 3 copies of Boom Baboon, which just like getting the 3/1 body and then giving you challengers, which are great to synergize with Draven on either turn 3, or as I've said many times, you could use it with Rumble to get rid of either like a blocker with a lot of health if you have a potential Might, and then many of the times you'll have like huge swarm type boards where a challenger is just absolutely crucial to guarantee certain lethals in certain spots, right? We also run Ballistic Bot, which enables your ambush every round. And this is a unit that grows very large with Draven Axes, Poros, and different created cards. We also grow it when we do level Rumble. We're able to grow it with the mechs that we're able to make. The other synergy that is kind of low-key in this deck is once Rumble is leveled, you can use all the different burn, the ignitions from Ballistic Bot, to reduce the price of your mechs and get them down for very low cost. I would say this is more rare when this happens, but when it does, definitely a very nice treat for sure. And yeah, this is kind of I would say that's got to be one of the most competitive Rumble decks I've seen at this point. I've seen a lot of people try stuff with Rumble and not really get anything going. I have a pretty good win rate with this deck. I am still a platinum gamer due to that lack of play before the patch, but I gotta say, I played it on stream today, had a pretty solid win rate. And I think, again, if you guys are trying to play Rumble in a competitive build, this is as good as it's going to get, I think, for the most part. At least up to now, I think I'm going to be trying some different strategies with Rumble in the future. I really like... I think like his design is a little wonky, but he just has such a fun flavor to him that I'm definitely going to be looking to try more with him in the future, and not just playing this deck. So highly recommend you guys give this one a try, especially if you're Rumble fans, like I said. And it's just good to be back making another video. Appreciate you guys. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, appreciate you guys hit that subscribe button. Definitely looking to do some more regular uploads. And after the patch, I'm just real excited to start playing again and start building and doing my thing. So would appreciate it, guys. Drop that sub, maybe drop a like if you enjoyed the video. That's going to do it for me, and I'll catch you guys next time. Alright, Boy Cup. Love the open of Zonite, Fallen Rider. I slightly wish that we were on evens with that, but we'll make it do. I'm actually gonna do this right, because although it could be like less damage, I want to get the Poros down before I Zonite into the Vision. Because like if I Poro Cannon the Vision, they won't be on the board to get the buff, and like obviously it's more valuable on a elusive unit. Yeah, this seems fine. We can just bank. Yeah, so we probably swing in here if he goes for like a harpoon or something onto this. I think we're fine. 8 damage in hand. He goes for the monkey. We'll get this down for now. Hopefully no second make it rain. Interesting, another Fallen Rider. I probably want to activate that with the Zonite now, because I can always activate Vision. I could hard cast it and I could use Get Excited. They're both pretty sweet options.
Yeah, you don't want to cross me.
Goes Grifter. I almost like Get Excited now. Probably not though. I think I'll just play out the monkey. And let's say he plays like GP. And Get Excited the axe.
Gotta go with the flow.
I think I like this. Our fearsome stay up, which is all I think I care about, right? And my elusive, actually. Now I can just drag this with the choppers. How much are we looking at? I mean, even this is just a guaranteed kill. I mean, I could just be badass and kill him on the stack for fun. I think that's, yeah, I'm down with it. Did you, buddy? 1 mana. Since he did nab a card, so I guess maybe, but since there was no discount on Merchant, we just always win that. Easy game. Alright, Thrall's always a very scary and sketchy matchup. I'm gonna keep Rumble for the fans. We'll see how it goes. Baboon into Draven isn't that bad if we were on odds. We're not though. Still get the Rumble magic, so like this will give us 2 discard outlets for Rumble. Pretty good. Plus this, I mean, outside of Ice Shard, pushing 3 damage on 2 definitely seems good. There's the Ice Shard. The thing about him using an Ice Shard here makes it so, yeah, he can't Avalanche the next round. Definitely valuable.
Warm hots and hot soup.
That's super interesting. I mean, if he wouldn't swing in here now, just because like yeah, get up good counters. Boom, boom. I mean, it's just the AoE. If I like. Get rid of that.
Turn up the heat. Just needs a few adjustments.
We have this to activate ambush later on. Is smart about it.
Draven down. working as intended.
Let's talk about your dad.
He hasn't played a Thrall yet. I mean, yeah, when we didn't play it on turn 3, that was a little odd. He just doesn't have it? Yeah, he just straight up doesn't have it. Okay, I mean, he probably finds it from that. Start to open some problems to our eyes. Interesting. Go bot, go Draven. There's a Thrall. Good job, buddy. I mean, with this being the case, I feel like I have to open attack now. Yeah, the advance into the predict is interesting. I feel like I could go for a freeze, so I don't know if I like do any funny business. Honestly, I think some funny business looks pretty sweet right about now. Because if he taps down. Yeah, now he's down to 3 mana. Like, I could just go. Challenger. Boros. It depends if he has like an Ice Shard. Didn't have one before though. Like, I think this is a pretty strong punish. Keeping it stack. Get a little bit more. If I were to act here. They shouldn't run flash freeze. That's why, yeah, that's why I went for on the Rumble specifically, because they shouldn't run flash freeze.
Good, you go.
And the way this works, so we should get a Mecha Yordle here. Also, if I draw Burn, so like we don't have a way to activate Ambush at the moment, but the sick thing is, if I hit his Nexus, we'll create a card. That's like a very nice, yeah, exactly, way to kind of play around this.
Secrets hidden by frost.
He hasn't played like a Promising Future or anything. Be nice. We'll get a 5/6 down. Play Ravine here. No Ravine. Great. With what we have here, I think we're looking pretty good for an open attack. This one has like tough, right? So I think we just go in like this.
Main drivetrain
Engaged.
I've got fleet bigger than you. Let's talk about your
That a couple different ways. And even if he has the freeze with the might, get excited, all the different shit we have, yeah, that's too much damage. Rumble looking spicy in that one. And even too, Mecha Yordle coming in. I feel like, honestly, with this deck, it's rare the Mecha Yordles come in like that, and
Rumble and
pretty big.
win.
Lurk, Gamer, Mystic could be okay. I want to keep Draven and Rumble, I think. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to try this out. Normally, I'd probably play aggressively for like 1 and 2 drops. This is kind of a 1 drop. Can't block it anyways. At least I can go bot. I think I don't mind just bot here. You just block this for free. He also missed the lurk, which is also helpful. And now this is like actually fodder for the jury rig. We probably want to hold it up though. I actually don't have to now though, that I found the Fallen Rider.
The party has arrived. Hey, buddy, what you doing?
Doesn't really matter what I hit here. Put it on the bot just for fun. Also, he didn't hit Rek'Sai, so this should be Pike. Kinda sus. More of that sweet augment.
System upgrade.
Boom.
Baby, don't fail me now. Just needs a few adjustments.
Tapped below the Pike.
With the power of time, the possibilities are endless.
Oh wow, he lets us get the damage. That is so huge, especially with us being on an ambush hand. That depends. Like, if he just puts it in something I can Mystic Shot range, probably don't mind it. That more annoying. I think I'll just be playing an Ignition then.
See what I've learned?
This is a misplay on his end, and I love it. Please press enter. Please press enter, sir.
So ordinary.
Yeah, so we just killed this. Keep our rumble up. This will activate our ambush for the next round. I can push like 7 plus 2 impact, which is like lethal with Mystic plus Ignition. We just do that before he has a way to interact with it. Yeah, literally get him down to Mystic plus Ignition. Actually crazy.
We're getting hot.
There it is.
Physical discomfort systems online.
It would have been a little bit more tricky if he dragged it to that 3 health unit last round, but his greed now lead to our victory.
Safety disengaged.
We've been getting some good Rumble highlights for sure.
Initiated.
Past couple games.
Come on. I wasn't
That was a
even
matchup I
holding
used to like
balls.
with Draven Victor, so I'm not surprised that it went pretty well on this end. Something that synergizes with the Zonite. We're playing against Action Sivir. I'm definitely used to saying that from my deck. We found a Jury Rig, definitely a great find, and then we can like Baboon as well. I think I'm actually fine to just make do the cheeky play to get him to give up the bird. Then we can play Baboon here. Raise it to Akshan. And now we have like probably just save this stuff for our Rumble turn. Keeping it frank.
A Demacian soldier is worth 10 foes. We march.
We're fine taking it free. So much burn. My god.
Loaded. Working as intended.
Oh, I did the discard order wrong. It doesn't really matter, but it's slightly.
Any man into a monster.
If he has sharp sight, doesn't matter. I guess it's like plays around sharp sight plus stone.
Do it.
Okay, we get him for 7. Now if I can get one more impact and then just eventually kill him with Get Excited, so we'll be good. He's looking to not die here.
Crack skulls, bag loot. She gets it. What do we got here?
Rally would be somewhat scary. No? Okay, so he gives it health. That actually is. Yeah, a little bit problem. Draven actually gives me a lot of cards to like play this out.
Steal from the rich and give to the us. How you living?
Sees the axe, he doesn't care. Oh, and we get a Mecha Yordle. That's nice.
Good. You go.
Just a card generation again. Because I could even develop Poros. I have this card. I could get another one from Draven, like blocking. And we really good. We picked up an elusive, which is cool if it mattered. Pass for now. And now we make him mad, unless he randomly runs deny. I always gotta say that. But yeah, we just hit all this on the stack and see what's up. I don't remember deny being in the list prior, so I'm just assuming it's not. Easy game. Alright, he hit us with the GG. Gotta get him back. But yeah, that was a somewhat tricky one to play out. I think we handled it well though. Rumble was huge. I love a game when Rumble comes in big like that. My favorite. Alright, up against my favorite matchup, Lee Sin. Very sarcastic if you guys didn't know. I mean, obviously the double might is pretty garbage here, but Poro Cannon Fallen Rider is sweet, especially since he has attacking turn. Like we have a blocker for Zoe. Neat, okay. Good to know. And we just have a fearsome that he can't do anything about on turn 2. So we should just be good for 5 damage. And Draven can set up as well, give us axes. Or whenever we find Rumble and the Might. I like we have a pretty good hand. Like I complained about this matchup, but I think this is pretty winnable. Didn't play Eye of the Dragon, which is also like blessing. He okay. Never mind. Spoke too soon. Always.
Draven time.
Like this has fearsome, but he could always just like twin or pale to make it able to block. And he'd have to play 2 more spells from this point. The worst would be if he had the 1 mana, make the Crescendum. Just went max. Okay, he doesn't have anything actually here. It's pretty huge. I think we don't want to like give value to his palm, right? So we just swing right now. He could only palm like 1 thing. That's crazy to me that he just took that much damage. Sometimes you don't have a choice, but okay. Probably set up the Poro to be a little bit mana efficient. Oh, with a dragon? Yeah, I could care less about that. Double spell? Okay. Starting to get something going. There it is. Guiding. Guiding's annoying. Because essentially it'll be like a heal 4 because of the Dragonling, and potentially more depending if he uses buffs on that. It's super sketchy now. I think we always just let him get in with his damage. Let's see. If he denies, it makes it so he can't like buff. 7 potentially. That'll be a heal 4. Maybe he wants to keep up Notify. Because if he goes for this, like he's hard reading, like I can't Mystic or something. is pretty sketch. So hopefully he like overvalues. Yes, okay, that's good. And also that's like definitely helping with the hand read. I think he's not on deny, and I think he's on a Nopify for sure. Definitely twins too, but again, I think Nopify more often than not. Rumbles, super sweet here. We just get rid of all of the axes.
Here comes the new challenger.
Since this is his only fearsome blocker, I'm hoping that he can block this here. Blocks the rumble with like the dragonling or something. And then we go might ambush to just push like a ton of damage. Okay. Very okay with that. Depending on how he blocks, this could just be game.
Come on, pal, I'm wasting fuel here.
This deals 3. The decimate kill? Let's say he uses twins here. He has no buffs. This will stay at 4. I push 1 plus 3. 4. Yeah, I mean, it would kill. I think it's good, actually, to do it this way. Yeah, so he goes for the pale so he could block this.
Your lesson begins.
It's a dragon in front. I don't know about that. Yeah.
The dragon binds us.
I guess I didn't consider him blocking, so we. But this has 1 less health, so I think like my math still checks out. Oh, that in itself is lethal. Yeah, my math more than checks out. We got him. Yeah, that was like a good bait because he does want to buff this so he can like guarantee the lifesteal, and then making him use his mana there just made the rumble attack like
For round 2.
fire. Alright guys, so hopefully you guys enjoyed those games. I think they definitely highlighted the strength of Rumble, and he was like one of the biggest component to close out so many of those games. So definitely excited that I got those recorded and was able to share them with you guys. Like, that was one problem I felt with a lot of decks that I tried to build in the past with Rumble, was like it felt a little bit more roleplay and he didn't get to like enough action to really tribute towards the wins. And in this deck and in the games, like you guys did see, he did a lot, which was kind of all I was really hoping for. And again, like, he's a lot of fun. I really like the flavor that they added to Rumble. Like, although he might not be the strongest champion in the game, he makes up for it by being a pretty fun and unique champion, adding another component to discard, which is just like kind of cool. All the different ways that they've made it so you're able to play discard. I definitely want to try out like some things like the Scion interaction and some other stuff with Rumble. But very happy with the games I had today, and again, a plethora of different matchups, which was cool to show. And it just showed like across the board, you know, with this kind of burn aggro strategy and the big Rumble closer, you can get a pretty good win rate. So that's going to do it for today's video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.